Well, Amazon has agreed to pay $31 million in privacy violation penalties. The FTC accused the company of spying by keeping kids' voices and locations recorded by its Alexa voice assistant. NewsNation's Dre Clark joins us live. So, Dre, will Amazon have to change its practices going forward?
Yeah, Nichole, good afternoon. Amazon certainly will have to make major changes in order to be fully compliant with the law. As you mentioned a moment ago, the company has agreed to pay more than $30 million in settlement costs. You might be thinking that's not a lot of money for a multi-billion-dollar company, but the Federal Trade Commission says Amazon agreeing to pay that settlement only proves that they're suspicious about the company mishandling information and privacy protections were true all along. Now, the federal agency says Amazon repeatedly assured its users, including parents, that they would delete voice recordings of children collected from its Alexa voice assistant. But in a complaint filed against Amazon, both the FTC and Justice Department alleged Amazon kept the voice recordings for years and used the information to improve its algorithm and voice commands until 2019. The FTC says the company violated the Children's Online Privacy Protection Rule. That rule requires companies with a commercial website or online service directed to children to inform parents about the information they're collecting and give parents the option to delete. So Amazon did not do that, so they'll now have to pay a $25 million settlement because of allegations that actually violated child privacy through Alexa. In a statement, Amazon said this in part: while we disagree with the FTC's claims and deny violating the law, this settlement puts the matter behind us, and we believe it's important to put the settlement in the right context. Meanwhile, Dr. Lisa Palmer is a tech executive and says this lawsuit is another reminder that parents and users in general need to pay attention to the fine print.
And consumers need to be aware where their information is going. Every time you use an app, walk into a store, pay something with your phone or pay something even with a credit card, you are agreeing to certain rights, and you need to be aware of those rights. And with all the thoughts and the actions that we do every day, a lot of it we really can't keep track of. So you need to work with trusted brands and trusted vendors.
Now, in a separate settlement with the Federal Trade Commission, Amazon will pay $5.8 million to settle a privacy lawsuit. The agency alleged Amazon allowed its employees and third-party contractors to have access to customer video content collected on customers' Ring cameras. The FTC says the access was used for spying on customers and was abused by some company employees and contractors, violating the privacy of Ring customers. Now, in one instance, it's alleged that an employee of Ring actually looked at video from 81 different female customers. Meanwhile, for the next 20 years, Ring will have to disclose to all of its customers the kind of access it has to their content and information. Nichole?
All right, Dre Clark, live for us. Thank you. All right, so will this settlement make a difference, particularly with the child's right to privacy? Let's bring in Alyssa Gilson, an attorney with the FTC's Division of Privacy and Identity Protection. Alyssa, thank you so much for being with us to help us a little bit better understand this. Talk about the significance of this multi-million-dollar penalty against this huge company, Amazon.
Yeah, thank you for having me here today to talk about these really important cases. There are two cases. There's one against Ring, and there's another one against Amazon related to Alexa. These cases show what the FTC is doing to protect consumers' most sensitive information. These are the videos and voice recordings taken from inside the home. There's nothing more sensitive than that. These orders will change the rules of the road going forward. It's not just about the money, it's about how Amazon and Ring have to change their data practices. They have to clean up their data practices, tell consumers the truth, and the FTC will be watching.
So, Alyssa, as you just said, I mean, they're supposed to be cleaning up their practices. This part of this penalty was due in part to them not deleting this data, not revealing to customers it was being collected. That is supposed to change. But how can customers know and be guaranteed that those changes actually that will actually happen going forward?
Yeah, it's a great question. So under federal law, under the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, parents have rights. They have a right to know what is happening with their children's information. They have a right to consent to that, and they have a right to delete their data. That's what this order does today. It makes Amazon honor those obligations under federal law. So if you ask Amazon to delete that data, under this order, Amazon must delete that data. And again, as I said, the FTC will be watching.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.